If you're a keyboard player who uses presets, this video is not for you. Hello everyone! Today's video follows up on last week's when I recreated the sound of the knife by Genesis using the vintage B3 in Logic. I want to thank everyone who enjoyed it and reached out. If you haven't seen it, I leave it here. The point is simple. You don't need exotic gear worth thousands of euros to get great sounds. I'll say it again. You don't need exotic gear worth thousands of euros to get great sounds. You do have exotic gear worth thousands of euros? Great! Good for you! But let me know if you actually know how to use it. Let's get into it. When it comes to sound design and keyboard gear, the possibilities are endless. Back in the 60s and 70s, instruments were expensive, picky, heavy, and single purpose. If you wanted a wide range of different sounds, you had to haul a truckload of equipment. The digital revolution solved almost all of that. Convenience, portability, versatility, to the point that today flagship keyboards are essentially full computers. But it also creates a new problem, and that's what I wanted to talk about. The problem is this. No matter how accurate an emulation is, it will never be the real thing. I think we can all agree on that. And it's not just about tone. Often, the timbral differences between an original instrument and a quality model emulation are minimal. The real issue is feel. What you feel under your fingers when you play. The response of a living instrument, not plastic keys with a nice sound attached. And that changes everything. It makes you play in a far more expressive way. The most obvious example is the piano. No weighted master keyboard, no digital piano or stage piano, however accurate, can give you the same sensation under your fingers as an acoustic instrument. A perfect grand piano in a perfect room with a perfect microphone setup will certainly have a superior tone, but even a cheap upright gives more emotion to the player than the best digital instrument on the market. Or think about the organ, with a keyboard that responds the moment your fingers touch the keys. These differences matter, at least to me. Let me know if I'm not the only one. With that said, the only thing I wanted to take away from this video is this. It won't be the latest keyboard model or the newest plugin that gives you a better sound. It will be your skills, how much you use your instrument, and how well you use it. But what do I mean by skills exactly? I mean being able to create sounds that are faithful to the original on one hand and effective live on the other, because those two things don't always go together, and knowing how to balance them is already a skill in itself. I mean, managing sound changes efficiently during a set, so you never cut off guard between one song and the next, but also within the same song if it's necessary, because often the hardest changes are not between one track and the next, but the ones you have a few seconds while you're still playing. And I also mean knowing how to assign your controllers so you can shape your sound in real time while you're playing, without stopping to think about it. That's the difference between a keyboard player who plays the right notes and a keyboard player who sounds right. Over the years, I've both an embarrassing number of instruments. A lot, truly a lot. And in the end, what always made the difference were my skills and the time I spent understanding the instrument, finding the right sound, and uncovering every small detail that could make a difference. So, the question is, how well do you really know your instrument? Are you already getting the most of it? Do you know every element and function in detail? Or do you have no idea what your instrument is truly capable of, and you're just getting by without any real awareness? I'm not here to judge how you choose to use your gear, not at all. But I do want you to think about something. Imagine a situation where you have a complete control over your sound. You feel fully satisfied while you play, and your bandmates know it. They're proud to be on stage with you. Wouldn't you want that to be real? Very often, it doesn't take much to get a lot back, but that little bit is hard to find. If interested, please check the link in the description. You can find my personalized coach courses. I hope this gave you something to think about, because very often the solution to our problems are right in front of us and we just don't see them. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.